Talk to Kettlebone. Are you alright? You don't look. You look quite disturbed. I hope you weren't assaulted by my lost Kamara. I brought an essay on bull truckles and a Wigan tree for this one to live in. Well, that's at least some good news to counter the Camaro's ongoing misadventures. Will you tell me about the ways you have helped students enter the Forbidden Forest? You need to give the bull truckle a proper name. How about Barnaby Jr.? This is his favorite class, and I'm sure he would love to care for his own bull truckle. He even looks a bit like Barnaby. Now let's see if Barnaby Jr. likes the Wigan tree you bought for him. And then perhaps we can discuss my need to go to the Forbidden Forest. First, let's have your bull truckle report and play with the magical creature. Nothing makes me happier than seeing a happy magical creature, and I appreciate the lengths you went to give a thorough report on the bull truckle as well. Will you tell me how you help students sneak into the Forbidden Forest? Why do you want to enter? If I could sneak into the forest, I could find more creatures so I could study. I'm able to resist the opportunity to study more magical creatures. It used to be easier to enter the Forbidden Forest before this year's sleepwalking epidemic. Now the faculty is keeping watch on the perimeter. You don't think it's possible to sneak in? Anything is possible at Hogwarts. I've always regretted telling Patricia Wickpick that the best way to sneak in to enter the forest undetected is by the broom. She was my most gifted student and wanted to study the forest creatures in hopes of becoming a magizoologist. Once she knew how to sneak in, I think she spent as much time there as she did in the castle. But I believe she was there for something other than creatures, and whatever it wasn't good. You're different. I don't think you would do this unless you had a very good reason. Thank you. I'll find a broom and fly into the Forbidden Forest. The forest is massive, Mr. Dan. Make sure you know exactly where to enter and make sure Patricia Wickpick isn't watching. Talk to Wickpick. Why would Wickpick invite all of us here? I have a lot of questions. I hope you become one of the sleepwalkers. Are you alright? You look like you have seen a Dementor. I was attacked by someone. But last night they paralyzed me and told me to stay away from the forest, the vaults, and Wickpick. They said death is coming to Hogwarts. What did they look like? They didn't have a face, it was just a red cloak, and the voice was strange. Like it was somehow disoriented. Maybe it wasn't an outsider, maybe it was Wickpick. We have to tell Dumbledore. No, not yet. It could be someone else until we have proof. We have to act like everything is normal. I won't let anyone stop me from finding my brother. Would anyone care to guess why I invited you all here? We have finished experience, first-hand experience with the Coast Vaults. You probably want to ask us what happened. I'm only interested in finding the next one. I need an extra pair of hands in my journey to locate the remaining Coast Vaults and break the coasters. I believe one of you is best suited to serve as my assistant. That's what we are here to find out. You want to pit us against one another? I think of it as more of a friendly test of wills and skills. Why would we want to be your assistants? Good question. The answer to that is that I can teach you things you cannot learn from anyone else at Hogwarts, especially considering the ineptitude of this year's Defense Against the Dark Arts professor. Allow me to demonstrate. I trust none of you are afraid of coasters. Once I have taught you the blasting coast, you may even survive the next coast vault, so pay close attention. Oh, the blast. Well then, now you know that when you cast Configure, you can explode your target, which makes this new and dangerous curse for you also know that may save your life in the curse vault. Please cast the blasting curse. Z Configure. You are certainly very talented. Who do you think could help me the most with the vaults? What? Ben, he's gifted at charms, and for some reason, I feel like you two would work well together. Mila's right. That's absolutely ridiculous, so is it? Mr. Cooper wouldn't be my first choice, but everyone will be given the opportunity to prove themselves. I will send each of you invitations for further meetings and lessons. If you choose to attend, be ready to challenge yourself and learn powerful magic. Perhaps even become a legend by conquering the coast vaults. If you do not attend, I thank you in advance for not wasting my time. Good night. I get the feeling Madam Wakepick wants you to own the right to help her find the coast vaults. We don't need her help. I know how to get into the forest. I just need to know where to search when I'm inside. Let's see if Tulip found the exact location. Ooh. Oh. I poured belch powder in everyone's butterbeer. Would you like to taste an extra sweet butterbeer? I hope you can break the sleepwalking curse. Did you figure out exactly where the next coast vault in the Forbidden Forest is? I took it a bit longer than expected, but I have narrowed it down to a single grove. Can't be certain that it's the location of the coast vault, but I'm certain it's where we should start. Let's have a bit butterbeer. If the Forbidden Forest is dangerous, as they say, it could be our last chance. Good idea. I'll send Charlie an hour and have him meet us there. We will know the best way to survive the Forbidden Forest. And let's make sure we don't run out of butterbeer while we are waiting. And go, Gio. We should wait for my brother at the Three Broomsticks more often. Students are still sleepwalking and in danger, so it's important that we get to the Forbidden Forest soon. And whoever goes will still need to be prepared, so tell us what else you have learned so far. It could mean the difference between life and death. Well, it's only good to know that Wakepick taught you the blasting curse for protection, but it sounds like Killerborn doesn't think we should let Wakepick see us enter the Forbidden Forest. We still could use Charlie's help. I see you have been enjoying butterbeers without me. Thanks for coming. We could really use your advice on how to get in and out of the forest. But I don't know how anyone could sneak in with the teachers watching. Said he used to fly in with students. To be fair, he also mentioned losing a limb that way. That could work if you're a good flyer, but the forest is dangerous. That coming from someone who goes in searching for dragons. I practice flying and get comfortable casting Vermilius and Furula. Those spells might save your life. Let me know when you are ready, and I'll fly in with you to be sure to make it out safely. Wait until you see what it's like inside the Forbidden Forest. You may not be so quick to thank me. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to Penny. Can't wait to watch Kettlebone and Hagrid cry when they realize that one of the chimeras never coming back. Will he bring me back a branch of the Forbidden Forest? How was your secret meeting with Madam Wakepick? You knew about that? I told you when we first met that I know everything that happens at Hogwarts. Why didn't you go? I'm more potion maker than coast breaker. I'm already experimenting with a new brew. I just want to find a coast vault with or without Madam Wake Pick. I have to get better on my broom until I'm good enough to fly into the Forbidden Forest. Have you worked out anything about the group that's supposedly after you? The one mentioned that in the mysterious letter from last year. Honestly, haven't had time to give it much thought. Maybe that was who attacked me. Someone attacked me in the courtyard. They told me to stay away from Lake Pick and the vaults. I thought you knew everything that happened in Hogwarts. I would have made sure you're okay if I heard about that. Do you think it was Lake Pick? I did, but now I'm wondering if it was someone from the mysterious group, or maybe she's part of the group. Do you want me to investigate the group for you? That would be amazing. I have to focus on the closed vaults, but it would be nice to know who wants me dead. I'll talk to everyone about what they have heard and let you know what I find. I should focus on flying. I'd like to make it to the Forbidden Forest intact. That would be brilliant, so let's fly. You certainly have an excellent reason to improve your flying and get into the Forbidden Forest. Helping the sleepwalking students if you discover the next coast vault, and even getting clues to where your brother could be. Talking about it all definitely helped you. 10 points to Gryffindor, thank you. Do you think I'm good enough to safely fly into the Forbidden Forest? Just curious, I feel like my flying has really improved, and that seems like a tough test for even the best flyers. Think you are skilled enough to fly safely into the Forbidden Forest. But even if with all that kids training, I doubt you are skilled enough to land safely. If I have time to brew your Wiggenweld potion, but you should also practice your healing spells. We're gonna go talk to Pomfrey. You will need to make this quick. I'm busy tending to these patients. They all have the sleepwalking curse. I believe so. Some of the sleepwalkers immediately return to normal when they awake. Others can't be woken at all. Can I do anything to help? Is brewing a potion that may help? Otherwise, we will have to wait until the curse is broken. What do you need? Will you teach me the bandaging charm? I'll use it to help any sleepwalking students to get hurt, or on myself if need be. It's important that I teach you this charm, but pay attention. I do not have time to teach you twice. Okay, we learned for Eula. You know when that fuel requires concentration and is one of the most used charms, and that when cast properly, bandages will appear and wrap around the injured limb. So let's give it a go. Pretend your arm is injured and cast a spell and speak yourself. For Eula. It worked. Like all healing spells, we will hope you never have to use it. Talk to Wake Pick. Why is it taking for 5 years to load? I have a bad feeling about this, but by that I mean a worse feeling than typically a bad feeling. I hope that this Wake Pick woman teaches us the killing curse. I'm glad to see everyone return. I expected at least one of you to cower in the face of competition. I'm looking at you, Mr. Cooper. Please don't. What course are you going to teach us? I won't be teaching you anything tonight. You will be learn what? Coast charms, transfigurations, potions, punches. I've never believed in putting restrictions on dueling. You want to duel each other? As you know, it's highly unlikely that you'll be able to enter a coast vault without facing the fate. Dueling is the best way to improve your combat skills. I can't imagine a better way to determine who should serve as my assistant than by rewarding the last one standing. Who would you like to duel? I'll do a build. The only way to get better is by dueling someone with more experience. Friendly dueling has never held my interest, but I suppose I'll allow it. Ah, shit. Sneaky. Oh, he goes aggressive. Oh, I got incendied. I'm boning. No. So I'll go Flipendo. Then I'll go aggressive. And I'll go Depulso. Well done. I'd like to see you employ a bit more viciousness, but that should come with time. Breaking a coast vault will be easy after facing you. That's enough for tonight. You'll each receive a letter when it's time for our next meeting. Please stay behind. I would like to teach you a spell, one that aligns with your specific interests. Would you like to? A private lesson? Of course, I want to learn every spell I can. Appreciate your determination and thirst for knowledge. Expect an owl when it's time for your private lesson. In the meantime, good luck with your efforts to enter the forbidden. Alright, let's go talk to Charlie. I've been having to stop most sleepwalkers from entering the Forbidden Forest. I think I'm ready to head into the forest. I've been practicing flying. Where's your broom? I have a comment for Quidditch, but I have got to keep it in the locker room. It may be tough to fly without a broom, but I really need to get into the forest, and flying is the best way. It's alright, let's work out a plan to get you a proper broom for the mission right now. You really think the best way to get a broom is what the fuck? I'm sure she'll let you borrow one if of the class's brooms. Just tell her you are doing some extra Quidditch practice. You could always ask Professor Snape to borrow his. Why is the idea of Snape on the broom so funny? Alright, before we continue with this though, we're gonna do the side quest of the Puffskein Pennon. It's about time you got here. I've aged 2 years. I've been waiting for you. What a shame your personality didn't also mature. I know you asked for my help, but why did you have to meet in the artifact room? Why do you think I asked to meet you in the artifact room? No one can see us in here. Precisely, I don't want anyone to know that I'm standing here asking your help. Don't make me hex you. What did you need my help with? Allow me to explain the situation. Just so we are clear, Barnaby has been sobbing about a Puffskein every single night for a week. I feel bad for him. Me. I haven't been able to get a solid hour of sleep, and I'm this close to smothering him. You need to do something about it. As much as I hate to admit it, you're the person who's closest to him. So you think I can cheer him up? I don't care what you do as long as he stops keeping me up at night. I'm not sure where I would even start. Try whatever silly idea goes to your head. Buy him a peppermint toads, paint his nails, get him a toy Puffskein, anything. That's it. I'll surprise Barnaby with a real Puffskein, of course I'll need to get a Puffskein force. Whatever you do, just make it quick. I'd like to return to a normal sleep schedule in the near future. You can probably find Barnaby crying in the courtyard. Okay. Okay, we got a Puffskein. Meet Barnaby. Looks really upset. I hope that my Puffskein can cheer him up. Hi, Barnaby. I heard you were upset. I thought so I brought my pet Puffskein. You are chill. Oh, what an adorable Puffskein. Please don't cry. I'm so sorry. Muck Flop is just so lovely. Go on, let's play time. Thanks for comforting me. Your Puffskein's really cute. Even better than the 19 I once stacked on my head. I think Muck Flop may be the cutest Puffskein ever. I don't know about being the cutest. Careful what you say next is very adorable. Possibly the softest Puffskein I've ever held, the squishiest and fluffiest. But for some reason, nothing. Come on, you can tell me. But it's just not the same. It should make me feel better, but it doesn't. Not the same? What? The same as what? I should tell Miula that we have a big old Puffskein mystery on our hands. So I brought my Puffskein to Barnaby. I have a feeling you're going to say it didn't work. Didn't work. He's still upset. Can't even do that simple thing, right? Why are you here? I want to help Barnaby. Is that hard to believe? That hard to believe? You two were working together with Miula. And we worked well together. I consider Barnaby a friend. However, he is also keeping me awake at night. There must be more to the story. Barnaby did imply that the issue was my Puffskein wasn't the right one. Not the right one. It's an adorable Puffskein. But it didn't make him feel any better. Must be more upset than I thought if a cute Puffskein isn't making him feel better. And it is a very cute Puffskein. I was talking about your Puffskein, not you. Enough talk about Dane's fluffy little Puffskein. The most important thing that he is that Barnaby stops waking me up. We could hex whatever is making him upset. We don't even know what exactly he's upset about. The only decent idea to come out of that was throwing the Puffskein party. That does seem to be our best idea. Where are we going to get a bunch of Puffskeins for a Puffskein party? Why do you know that? No reason. It would make sense that Hagrid would have Puffskeins. Would you like to go with me? You can't possibly want me to go with you. Well, it was your idea to go there, wasn't it? It could be fun. I don't know about fun, but I can meet you at Hagrid's garden later. Which one is it? It's Visit Hagrid. Visit Hagrid. What can I do for you? Well, before we get to that, how are you? It's quite nice of you. I'm doing quite fine myself. Well, that's wonderful to hear. I hope the two of you are getting on well. You know how it is. Get on with it. Don't worry about it. Ismail is just a bit snappish this morning. While we are here, though, would it be alright to borrow a couple of Puffskins? We want to throw Barnaby a big Puffskin play session. If it's a cute little fellow in it. Muckflop really seems to like you. I'd love to help out, but me Puffle of Puffskins was scared into hiding by some creature. What if we help you find them? That would be grand. Let's go find some Puffskin. Looks like the Puffskins are hiding in the pumpkin patch. Come on out, little Puffskins. Cheep cheep. Good job. Now, you said something about a Puffskin play session. I'm not really sure what a Puffskin play session involves. It involves, like, Puffskins like to be thrown. It's one of the favorite things to do. Then I suppose that's what we'll do. I'll arrange a Puffskin throwing session in care of magical creatures. Welcome to your very own Puffskin throwing session. He did say it was for you. It was your very own. Why would you set this all up for me? You were upset when we talked earlier. I couldn't, in good conscience, let you continue to be upset. I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but thank you. Can we be done with talking now? I want to throw some Puffskin. You ready? I think so. Great, then let's throw some Puffskins. What a great Puffskin throwing session. Should we throw some more? No, that's fine. Well, now it's one. It's just, you can tell us. It reminds me too much of playing with my own Puffskin. I didn't know. Do you want to talk about your Puffskin? Okay, well, how about we try something else? I've got just the thing. Let's all meet in the courtyard later. Jesus! Please tell me why we're all gathered here. What you don't want to guess? Absolutely not. Fair enough, I suppose. We are here to break Barnaby's Puffskin stacking record. You have a Puffskin stacking record, and today we are going to break it. I suppose we could be doing worse things. What do you say? Think it might be fun, but first, do you remember what Puffskin stacking record is? I'm just gonna say 19. That's right, I can't believe you remember that. I did. Now that everyone knows Barnaby's record, let's get to breaking the record. I think we are getting close to beating your record. Then let's keep stacking. Ah, shit. Are you serious? We were so close. It's okay. I appreciate everyone doing all this for me. You have all been such good friends to me. I'll tell you all what's been bothering me. You see, it all started on autumn day. We don't need to hear your entire backstory. You just tell us what's bothering you. I had this Puffskin that I adored. That would explain some things, but it got taken away a week ago. I miss coloring my Puffskin at night and feeling its awful. Who took your Puffskin from you? We'll go find them and give them a good talking to. I don't think we need to be that intense. I've got to run to class. I'll tell you later over lunch. Don't look at me, don't talk to me, just don't. Fair enough. Going to stop crying at night? Yeah. Thanks for meeting me. Of course, I really want to tell you about what happened, but I'm nervous. What are you nervous about? That you'll think it's dumb. Let's talk over lunch. Maybe you'll feel more comfortable telling me. Shit, it's that 30 bomb. Just to prove Barnaby that he can trust me. And I leveled him up, sick. I don't know why I ever doubted you. Alright, I'll tell you all about what happened. Take your time, no need to rush. I found a faint Puffskein in the Forbidden Forest. I've never heard of one of those. They're just like regular Puffskeins, maybe even more adorable. That sounds great. Except, a professor found it, he took it away from me and released it back into the forest. I do hope you're still not sniveling over that creature. You had no business caring for that creature, belonged to the wild. And you better not be up to anything. Of course not. You didn't say it was Professor Snape. I didn't? I'm sorry. It's alright. What do you think about Snape taking away my famed Puffskein? Snape was wrong. It's not up to him to decide if a creature is too dangerous to be a pet. I think I understand why you were so upset, and I'd like to help you find your famed Puffskein. Thank you. Of course, now you said your famed Puffskein was released into the Forbidden Forest. Then meet me in the forest later. Thanks for supervising us. No problem. I can't abandon the creature in need. Please tell me you came with a plan. Surely we are not just gonna explore the entire forest searching for a creature. So we search until we find my Puffskein. The most serious I've ever seen you. Finding this Puffskein is important, but we should also be efficient. Do you have any suggestions for how to search? We'll eat anything. Mine's favorite treat was peppermint toads. I don't know about you, but I didn't bring any peppermint toads with me. Not to worry, just keep an eye out and we'll find your Puffskein. Leave it to me and Muckflop. We'll be sure to track down your Puffskein. I'm sure you will. Your Puffskein is pretty amazing. If no one else is going to suggest it, then I think at the very least we should split up. Everyone, let's split up and search for Barnaby's Puffskein. It looks like there's no missing Puffskein here. Did you find something? Oh, yep. Somehow Barnaby saying it was a fan Puffskein still didn't prepare me for this. It really does have fans. What are you muttering about over there? My Puffskein. I guess we found Barnaby's Puffskein. Don't tell me that's your Puffskein. Of course it is. Is there something wrong? That is no ordinary Puffskein. It's a fan Puffskein. Much more interesting than a regular Puffskein. My Puffskein is way better than any Puffskein except maybe Dark Horse's Puffskein. It's kind of cute. What? That must be why Snape took it away. It can be quite dangerous. It's not dangerous, it just misunderstood. I said Snape was wrong, and I stand by that. Beneath those fans is still just a Puffskein. Do you think you can love a creature despite people saying it's dangerous? I think you can love any creature despite it having a vicious nature or being classified as dangerous. Regardless of what I think, there's still the matter of the fan Puffskein being illegal. Losing this Puffskein felt like losing my parents. I refuse to suffer another night of no sleep. Maybe also because I can understand where Barnaby is coming from. What are you going to do then? I may have just a thing. I'll call you when I'm ready. What a brilliant idea. If we release your faint Puffskein into the magical creatures reserve, then you can visit it whenever. Wouldn't it be legally kept faint Puffskein? Regardless of legality and Ministry of Magic classification can be kept to you. Do you think I should visit my faint Puffskein every day? You could visit it every day, there's nothing stopping you. Oh, wait. Well, I suppose it's time to say goodbye for now to your faint Puffskein. And what's wrong? I'm not ready to let my Puffskein go. Will it help you say goodbye? I think I'm ready to let go of my faint Puffskein. Are you sure? We can take a little more time. Take all the time you need. I've got nothing better to do. But I'm ready. You have all helped me come to terms with losing my pants. That's good to hear. Now it's time for me to say goodbye for now to this Puffskein. Goodbye, little Puffskein. I'll promise I'll come to see you every day. And maybe Muckflop and I will visit too. They're our best Puffskein friends. I think you're right. Everyone, thank you for helping me find my faint Puffskein. And thank you for finding a new place for it to live. Let's go. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. And peace.